Do you remember when people used to say, well, it's a free country? And they'd say it in reference to someone maybe saying something that they didn't necessarily like or agree with, but they'd say, well, it's a free country because you could say what you like. And have you noticed how no one says that anymore? Why? Well, because of the obvious, isn't it? Why? Because it ain't. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Something I found really interesting yesterday, it came up. A George Carlin compilation, a mashup of his different stand-up. And what he was saying applies today, here. Obviously, we're talking about an American guy, and he was talking during the Reagan and Bush administrations, during those years. And what he was saying was as applicable then to what's going now. He made reference to things like the freedoms that he used to enjoy. He mentioned about the state at that time going after people for simply having thoughts about things, i.e. thought crimes. Yeah. He talked about the state coming after everything and them eventually getting it. Because you know the line, it's a big club. And you ain't in it. You and I ain't in the big club. It appears that it's not that hard to be a visionary, which Carlin very much was. All you have to do is filter out the BS from 80% of people just parroting what they're hearing online and through the media, and just pay attention. And it turns out that what we think might be new and progressive ways of taking away freedom may not actually be that new or that progressive. It may well be that actually, if you just pay attention to things like, well, Carlin and some of the things that have been spoken about in the past, how similar they can be to the things today. Because it appears that when it comes to the fundamentals and understanding what might be on the horizon, well, you just have to stop listening to BS and just pay attention. Ta-ta.